I'm going to show you how you can write one character at a time to a file using the fputc function. I have defined a pointer to a file type of a structure fptr. Then what I have done is I have defined a string with the following message. Let us write one character at a time, enter key, second line, enter key, third line, enter key. Just don't worry about how this is going to look. Once this file is created, I'll show you how this looks like. Using fptr, I have tried to open the file. The name of the file is one underscore char underscore write dot txt in write mode because I want to write one character at a time to a file. Let us assume there is no problem opening the file. If there is no problem opening the file, I can use a for loop to read one character at a time from this particular string and write to a file using fputc. So just see how I use the for loop. I say int I is equal to 0. As long as str of I is not equal to null, alright, I'm increasing the value of I plus plus so that it goes to the next character. And I'm simply just using fputc. Using fputc, the first parameter has to be the character. The character is represented by str of I. And the next has to be the destination location or the output source or the stream. Let us say my output source or my stream is represented by fptr. fptr represents this file on the hard disk or on the cloud which I am going to run. So what is going to happen is I'm going to read one character at a time as long as I don't reach the end of the string, and using fputc I'm going to write that character onto this particular file. And once I write it onto the file, you will see the output on that particular file. So I'm reading one character from the string and writing it using fputc. So what we shall do is, as usual, we shall take this piece of code, put it into the online GDB compiler and then try to run it. That's the best way to understand the working of a piece of code. So this is all your code here, and I'm just going to run it on your online GDB compiler. I don't need this, so I'm just going to delete this my name. So just let's run it, just see what happens. All right, so here it is, this file, whatever was the input here. If you see the input here, let us write one character at a time dot dot, then enter key, second line enter key, third line enter key. Same you can see in this output file. Let us write one character at a time dot dot enter, second line enter, third line enter, and finally end of the file. So I just showed you how you can write one character at a time using fputc. Instead of reading from the string, I could use another file. For example, I could take one more file, open that file for reading and write onto this particular file. So it should not really be difficult to open from one file for reading and writing it onto another file. So I hope it is clear how to write one character at a time onto the hard disk.